Delta College Police roll out a new program to deter bike theft on campus.
And campus police come in the studio to offer personal safety tips.
Horton Gallery unveils its latest exhibit, Visions in Clay.
Delta football had a great home opener. We'll take a look at the highlights of that game and a look at the Lady Mustang soccer team as well.
All this and much more coming up.
I think I'm in need of a quiet walk home.
Hi, I'm Tam Russell.
And I'm Seth Lohman. You are watching the student-produced Good Afternoon Delta, which is brought to you by the radio television students of Shima 146.
And this is a show that brings you news and events around the Delta College campus. Operation Tag It is a bicycle registry program recently started by the San Joaquin Delta Police Department.
Bringing us more about the story is DCTV reporter Robert Duran.
Operation Tag It. Bike registration.
Do you ride your bike to school a lot?
I do, actually.
Do you know about the Operation Tag It program?
I just heard about it. There's a sign right here saying a little information about it, so thought I'd check it out.
This is my means of transportation right now, so if I was, if it were to get stolen, it would definitely not be pleasant.
What we have is it's a new program so that we can register people's bikes so that if they get stolen on campus and recovered somewhere right around in here, that we have a much better chance of getting them back to the owner. Before, when someone parks their bike here, they don't normally know what their serial number is on their bike. So when we do recover bikes, which we do, at the end of the year when we're ready to give them back or whatever, we can't because we have no idea who it belongs to.
But if you tag your bike, your chances are you might get it back.
I'm reporter Robert Duran with DCTV News, and that's the story on Operation Tag It.
Thank you for that story, Robert.
Joining us now in studio is Officer Susan McAnally. Officer McAnally is here to offer some personal tips.
Hi. Sorry, Seth, I didn't see you.
That's okay. Now we can see you. Why don't you have
How
a seat,
are you?
please? Thank you so much. Now, what are some tips that you can offer students here at Delta for safety?
Well, probably the first and main thing is just don't walk around with the bag on your head.
Of course.
And for those people that are texting, have their head down, have their earphones in, they're not aware of their surroundings, they're not aware of what's going on, and that's pretty much what they're doing is walking around like they have a bag on their head.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna trip, they're gonna run into something, possibly something could happen to them, and they're not gonna know it because they have no idea what they're doing or where they're going.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So if you're gonna text, do it while you're not walking.
Yeah. And there are some ways to get in contact with the police. What are some of those ways?
We have a fairly new application for cell phones, and all of these are free that I'm mentioning is TipSoft. And at a later date, we'll go into it a little bit more. But they're free, and TipSoft is a texting application. We can text you in case of an emergency. Both of the ones I'm going to mention are for emergencies. And you can text us. You see a crime happening, something going on, you can text us. Once in a great while, I send out a tip or something on them. The other one is Alert You, and that's an email application for those people that don't have a cell phone or that need to just get it on an email. And they're both emergency notifications in case something happens on campus, like an evacuation, or we need to get a hold of you and tell you that you need to leave, or this is happening, or whatever the circumstances are. Also, if you need to get a hold of us in an emergency, you're on campus and you've got your cell phone, you need to put AA Delta Police in there. That way, AA part will have us come up first in your contact book, so that when you can get to us immediately, you'll know where it is. And if you just dial 911, you're going to get another dispatcher, not us. You're going to get Stockton Police, and it's going to get transferred somewhere else. So it's going to take an extra minute or two, which is a lot of time if you need help.
Okay.
So if you need to call us, the number is 954-5000.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
We look forward to hearing more future updates.
I will have plenty of them, thanks.
Thank you. It was so great for Officer McAnally to come in here and share some tips with us.
That was a great interview. Matter of fact, I'm looking forward to having the campus police come in and share their tip of the week with us.
Me too.
And I'm going to add TipSoft to my phone right now.
Oh, there you go. Well, meanwhile, stay tuned for more DCTV news.
Our very own Seth Lohman got a chance to check out the Horton Gallery and the new exhibit Visions in Clay. Here's his story.
Hello, this is Seth Lohman with DCTV News. I am standing outside the L.H. Horton Junior Gallery, where students got to check out the latest exhibit, Visions in Clay. This year's Visions in Clay has attracted students and staff with an appreciation for art. Gallery assistant Celinda Rivas is also a student here on campus.
The pottery is all from around the world, so there's a bunch of different artists from like California, New York, Nevada.
The exhibit opened in late August and features 69 pieces. DCTV News had a chance to talk to gallery director Jan Marlise about what it means to offer Visions in Clay here on campus.
I just think that Visions in Clay is one of the most unique shows we have because people usually think of ceramics as vessels, you know, platters, bowls, things like that, which is a type of ceramics, more in the tune with pottery. But Visions in Clay, while it does have functional and decorative works, and it really focuses on things that are more dramatically used in the medium of clay.
The exhibit's Best in Show piece was awarded to Christine Golden. For DCTV News, this is Seth Lohman. You know what, Tim? It was really great to go over that story. It really gives the students and the community a chance to learn more about the arts.
That looked like a really interesting exhibit.
Yeah.
Was there a favorite piece that you saw there?
I really loved this inflatable dinosaur. It looks really, really cool. You have to check it out. It's awesome.
I can't imagine an inflatable dinosaur in clay. That
Oh
would
yeah,
be-
it was great.
I will have to go see that.
All sports have kicked off, and the Mustangs are off to a strong start. Sports director Richard Reyes has more on the story.
The Delta College men's football team get their home opener goal on September 14th against Ridley College, and we were there to bring it to you. Defense was pumped up to start off the game. And it was a big crushing sack by number 59 freshman Nathan Dionato. Quarterback Jerry Mata would go 10 of 14 for 244 yards and 3 touchdowns. All 3 to T.J. Brown, including this 73-yard bomb. Brown would finish with 6 catches for 195 yards and still have time to say hi, Bob, to us on the field. Dale Wolford also had a great game with 18 carries for 140 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Bro, fine work!
Nathan Dionato was not done yet as he made another crushing sack, which caused a fumble, which teammate Denzel Hutchins would recover. Dionato would finish up his day with a 9-yard keeper to wrap it up. After the game, we caught up with Jerry Mata on his thoughts on what his performance was.
Honestly, I just was waiting to get a chance, you know. I can't really put it all on me. The line did their job, you know. They gave me enough time, put the ball where I had to go.
All right, what were you thinking when you went deep and the defensive back just barely missed it for Reedley?
You know, I was like, he's wide open, you know. I was just like, there's no way he's getting to it, so I was just going to let my receiver do what he got to do.
We also caught up to Coach Murray and asked him what his game plans are coming up with American River College.
Well, we'll watch tape. We'll watch our own tape of this game and make corrections and try to get better. And then we'll watch the Feather Rivers game from last week and who they play today, figure out what they're doing, who we need to stop.
There you have it, folks. The Mustangs once again won 52-6.
The Lady Mustangs soccer team has already played a couple games, but let's take a look at their first game. Richard Reyes has more on the story.
The Delta College Lady Mustangs kicked off their 2013 season on August 27th against the Lacing Cougars. Family, friends, and also little ones were all in attendance to cheer on the Lady Mustangs as they were part of a very tough, physical, defensive team against the Lacing Cougars. The game would be 1-0 early as the Mustangs took the lead, only to give up the tying goal late in the game, and the game would end in a 1-1 tie. Be there next time as the Mustangs take on their next home game September 4th. This is Richard Reyes for the Delta College Sports Report.
As always, thanks for watching. I'm Seth Lohman.
And I'm Tam Russell. On behalf of DCTV News, we hope you enjoyed our show. If you have a story idea, please email dctvondemand@gmail.com.
We'll see you next time.